Right, don't got much to say. Just decided to make another video because, gotta do something. But, yeah, it's one of those things. Another boring week, another boring day. Just trying to get used to, just get through it. Trying to keep your head above water. Like I've stated before, I got a lot of burnout, political burnout. Tired of hearing of all this bullshit politics that everyone keeps espousing, especially with Trump still, on the ballot, I guess, and everyone's still thinking that something's gonna happen. I don't know, man. At this point, honestly, it's like both presidents, both guys in office would do the same thing. It makes no difference to me. I mean, really, the ones that have the most the ones that have the most power are literally corporations that I buy my goods from, my food from. The corporations that have the most power are also the ones that I work for. So this idea that the president's going to be able to get in and fix things, and it's a white pill. It's actually a blue pill, because the thing about everybody politically right now, nobody lives in reality politically. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody lives in reality. Sure, whatever. It's fair enough if you want to say that I don't live in reality, but yeah, no, that's something I really don't care for. But like the ones that don't live in reality the most are literally, well, it's a bunch of the liberal leftists. Liberal left, they constantly don't live in reality. They excuse everything around them. They're quick to adapt to certain conditions. I don't know, especially if you talk about liberals in cities. But the right is the most delusional. They think that they can make a change, except they only change it for themselves. Why is their leadership any better than that of a Democrat? After all, Republicans are just Democrat light. You can't expect. I always find it funny. It's just like these people that say that we are not a democracy, we are a republic. No, you are not even a republic. And the people that say that, there's some channels that I watch that also says like, oh yeah, we're not a democracy, we're a republic, constitutional republic. But I think what that does is just basically washing your hands of any wrongdoing. Washing your hands of anything that the system that you partake in, that you enable with your vote and your tax dollars, is that basically you're just basically not willing to admit that you have a part to play in the degradation of this society, this country. So this idea that we are not a democracy, and the only people that are ruining this country are the ones that say it's a democracy, which is basically just another right versus left thing. But even that being said, what has a republic done? Even if this is a republic, well, what better is it? How much better are we now by even just acknowledging that we are a republic? We are not that much better. In fact, we're actually worse off, because if this is supposed to be a better system than democracy, and this is the fruit of what we have, then no, I think it's even worse, because at least with the democracy, most people can acknowledge that direct democracy at such a population is terrible. It's meant to implode. It's meant to just crumble in itself. It's mob rule. But but at least with a constitutional republic, it's just republics are just democracies with extra steps. That's all it is. The republics are literally just the continuation of what a democracy is, which is just an oligarchy. You think every single one of those senators in our sacred republic is actually fighting for you? No. And I'm tired of thinking that they do, and I'm tired of going and doing the same dance that most boomers especially, but most politically active fools do. It's like they talk crap about politicians, they talk crap about the system, but it's like, what do they do every 4 years? Yeah, they're out in those lines, going out there and thinking that they're gonna make a difference, but it's like, I'm not a number, not a machine, you know. I'm not gonna enable this system. And it's like, oh, but you take benefits. It's like, well, it's like, what else am I supposed to do? I'm not gonna be doing anybody any favors by being homeless. I mean, the job that I have, it literally is a federal contract. Not only that, it's like I'm getting my wages taken out immediately. So it's like, oh, you can refuse to, you can ask your your boss to that you don't want to pay the taxes, that you want to do it yourself. And it's just, yeah, I guess I could do that, but at what cost though? It's like, you can see that right now on the internet and social media, how many people, how many nobodies, how many like literal nobodies are out there getting popped by the feds just for, even just like Facebook posts, Instagram posts. So imagine that right now, that kind of crap is ratcheting up. So imagine me myself deciding to avoid paying the taxes. It's like, come on, man, I've got a lot more to lose. I'm not saying I want to, enable the status quo, but it's like, if you're behind enemy lines, what do you can't just, speak your mind when you have, the Nazis, walking around you. This whole idea that, we got to fight back, but it's, how do you want to fight? Do you understand what kind of war you're in? This, fifth dimensional war, that everybody keeps talking about. This whole idea of, knowing your rights and everything, that's fine, but in reality, it's all just spooks. But you can't just go out there and become a statistic, become a casualty of this war. You have to play it smart. So right now, it's like, what am I supposed to do? I don't agree with any of this, but I'm not going to enable it any further. I'm not going to enable it when I can. It's like, oh yeah, but you're enabling it by taking out benefits. Bitch, I'm getting my money back. So it's like, you're stupid if you don't, because what you think that literally if you take out benefits, which especially in this country right now, you almost have to take out benefits. I don't care what anybody says. If you're getting paid enough where you don't have to, use benefits, so be it. But, try getting someone else to take out those benefits for, at least. Why not? These people are sending money to billions and millions to Ukraine, to Israel, to Taiwan. But all of a sudden it's taboo and it's bad because, we decide to. It's like, who are you really fighting against? You're fighting against yourself. And I can't stand this idea of, it's like this pride, ego thing that dudes on the right have. It's like, oh, I can't take out benefits. I have too much pride. I'm just like, well, fuck, dude. You can at least think of it in the sense that you are gathering resources to be able to use in the inevitable collapse. Think of it that way. You don't have to be the kind of welfare queen that uses it for cigarettes and all kinds of things that that aren't good for you. But I don't know. That's just what I wanted to say.